Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 19th, 2022. This is for Cancer last shuffle for Cancer and all Cancer placements. So we have optimism here and we have family, friends, and guides. So this is very interesting. It's like this. You're trying to be optimistic about the relationships that you have around you, how you present to other people, how people perceive you. Because the spirit energy of family, friends, and guides would that's like how you present to others, like how family members can sometimes be friends. Sometimes friends feel more like family members in your own family. You know, the guides that you have in your life feel like they were sent, heaven sent kind of energy. Like this is someone who's been my guide for generations, like or lifetimes. It may feel like. But optimism would say that you have to be optimistic because you may be very confused. It's like you may be very confused because you may feel as though you have been either rejected or you have lost, missed an opportunity, or that life is just feeling like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man, give me a sign. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of energy. And so with the Queen of Wands, with the family, friends, and guides, it looks like you're trying to show up as though, like not let anybody see you sweat, like not let anyone see you feel low. You know what I mean? Like you want to still look as though, like this is like looking like good on a budget kind of energy. Like you want to show up as a person who's got their life together, but you don't. Like we all, I've seen a picture floating around on social media where there was a woman who's in, I think she was in, it's like the I think DCF or one of the a public assistance office, and she was wearing like a name brand this, name brand that, a nice purse, and everybody was talking about her terribly, like, oh, you're trying to get assistance from the government and you have on a Gucci purse and you have on this or that, right? And it's like, you know what I mean? The energy of this is like you're not going to let anyone see you sweat. You're not going to let anyone see you struggling. Even if you have $5 to your name, you're going to the thrift or consignment shop and you're going to still dress as though you've got your life together. You're going to present yourself as someone as such because it's like this, right? You don't have to always look like what you're going through. And not that you're going through anything crazy. It's just that optimism here with the Seven of Cups and Six of Cups and the world and Hierophant. You're still confused about an ending. You may be confused about your path right now. You may be trying to figure some stuff out. You may feel like you have missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime for yourself. You may feel like you're starting all the way over. And you may be confused about it. You know what I mean? And so it's like, but I don't want anyone to know I'm confused. But the funny part is that most of us are. Everybody, the people that seem like they got it all together, and I'm telling you, personal experience, people that seem like they got it all together are the main ones that are confused themselves, right? It's the ones that look like Doc off of Back to the Future that got it all figured out. I'm telling you, it's like he's got it more figured out than all of us. But with the optimism though, it just looks like this has been an ongoing thing. You may be confused about how something ended in the past. You may be confused about how it even got to that point. Where are you now? How did you get here? And so this would be about you. Maybe you may be kind of standoffish to people. People may be thinking that you're being stuck up. Like your family, your friends, and the people that you speak to usually, or people that come to you a lot for advice. You may be like putting them on ice a little bit, like telling them, or not even telling them anything. Just like you're confused right now. You're trying to deal with your own stuff. You may be coming off as stuck up or selfish. And that couldn't be further from the truth. This is more so about you trying to figure out how the heck did I miss something? Am I like, did spirit reject me? Like what happened? Like, how did something end? And you're trying to be optimistic because you feel almost dead inside. And that's what I would picture from this energy. Like almost feeling like, man, life is whatever. True love with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So they may see you that way, right? You're walking around looking good and you're probably smiling. But, the people that smile the most are the ones that need some, a splash of sun and they're inside, right? True love with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This looks like someone who is actively looking for something to live for, something to stand and be there for, through heartbreak, right? And it's like you may be looking at yourself and trying to, maybe even defending yourself against being hurt and disappointed too. And so that this is a looking for just something, some inspiration, right? True love, this energy of like, throughout all of this that you're going through, throughout all of this, you may be cutting people, not cutting them off per se, but just like, you need some time. Like you don't want to, for one, bring people down. This is almost like, I don't want to be a burden. I need to try to figure out what makes me happy because I'm really hurt by something ended and it hurts. And or maybe not, it's just, you know what I mean, and maybe it is not an ending per se, but it's like confusion about, is this ending or am I going my own way, like what's going on, I don't know. But trying to find some sort of inspiration here. And then we have a consciousness of lack, the Lovers and the Six of Cups being the, once again, this would also say to me that this is about a relationship, actually, about a connection. It may not be romantic. This may be a super platonic, best friends forever kind of energy, but there's a lack of, like, when you look back, you're like, the connection that I thought was there may not have been there. And so that might be something there, a consciousness of lack, right? When I look back, right? I look back, and what's lacking out of the Lovers is that maybe, usually in this card, she's looking looking up, and he's looking straight at her. And so there may be a lack of a connection, like a true connection. Like, one may feel strongly about the other, and the other is feeling strongly about themselves or about the world and about where they're going to be in life. And they may have a different pull somewhere else, right? You know how, like, when you're in a relationship and the person, you know how it goes, like, there's someone in your space, like, that maybe you broke up with before, in the past, and this person was everything, but they were toxic. But it's like that you've never felt anything like that in your life. And then you get with someone who is perfect. They are perfect, but there's no spark. And you're still looking back at your past toxic lover, kind of thing. And that's something here that could be part of it. A lack of just feeling connected. And so this would be a feeling of meh, heartbroken, a little bit sad, maybe regretful, maybe ashamed of things. Like, I need to figure out what makes me happy, man. I'm almost ashamed to tell people. But that would tell me that with this, right? Almost like you have to put people at a standstill, because you're like, I'm ashamed to tell people that I feel like I have nothing to go on for. Like, if you really think about it, it's like, yeah, I'm just existing. I'm doing XYZ, but if I really look inside, I feel empty. I feel tired. I feel like I missed a lot of opportunities. I feel like my time may be passing me by, or I'm off to another beginning again on something else. And so family, friends, and guides would just tell me that you are really trying to seek that and look within and to find what makes you happy and do some self-love and self-care and this energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Taurus here. I just keep seeing the same old, same old. And we have Gemini. So you could be a Gemini Cancer cusp. And you could be a Cancer Leo cusp for all, for what's here. Lots of water, though, that I'm seeing, okay? And a little bit of fire. Lots of water. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.